Happiness and joy. Happiness after the age of 60. Happiness and joy. Joy and happiness. Happiness after the age of 60. Hello, you all. I'm Diana Brianne, and I got to thinking about the subject of happiness today and joy. To me, joy is what comes from God, and happiness is what we create. I believe, for me, that joy is something that's consistent, and it's the foundation for my happiness. I believe that joy is something inside of who I am that is just with me all the time. And I believe that it stays the same, that I'm joyful. I've always been a joyful person. Even as a child, I was joyful. I wasn't always happy, and there have been times in my life that I've been unhappy. And yet I was always joyful because I believe that that is something that stays consistent with who I am. And so I believe that we all go about trying to find happiness in our own ways. We all have a different definition of what happiness is. We all have a different idea of what makes us happy. We also have our own perception of what makes other people happy, and that may be correct or it may not be correct. Sometimes we try to make other people happy through what we do. I do not believe that we can give other people joy, but sometimes I believe that we can bring happiness into their lives. And I know that there are people that bring happiness into my life. And so I believe joy is the foundation and happiness is what we create. And I believe that for me, I've been on a journey throughout my whole life of seeking out happiness. And as I said, there were times that happiness ebbed and flowed, and there were times that I felt unhappy in my life, but I was always on a quest to refine that happiness, rediscover that happiness, recreate that happiness, or go back to the happiness that was, if it was at all possible. So I think many people are like me. They're similar to me. They are out there trying to find happiness or create happiness or find the next thing that's going to make them happy. And so I believe it's just a journey that we're on. And I don't think that older people are necessarily more happy than younger people. I think that older people tend to understand happiness better, and they tend to understand what makes them happy more so than when they were younger. I now know what makes me happy, and I know what doesn't make me happy. And I know at my age, I tend to say no to what doesn't make me happy, and I tend to say yes to what makes me happy as long as it's right for my life. Whereas when I was younger, I think I was still trying to find out what was going to make me happy. And I didn't always say no to the things that made me unhappy. Now I do. So I do think happiness is a journey, and I do also think that people sometimes put such high demands upon themselves to find happiness and to have picture perfect happiness. But I believe that in life, at least for most of us, we're not always going to be happy at every stage and every day in our lives with all the circumstances. I think that some circumstances can make us unhappy, and I think sometimes unhappiness is a symptom, or it's a signal that something is out of alignment in some which way in our lives, and we want to fix it. And so for me, if something makes me unhappy, I try to find a way to fix it so that I am going to be happy. So I hope you are happy and joyful, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I hope to talk to you all soon. From my house to yours, God bless you, and I hope to talk to you then. Bye-bye.